Great Grand Rising. Come on in, everyone. Grand afternoon, grand evening, wherever you are tuning in. Welcome to Spiritual Success TV Live. We're lighting the way, helping you create a clear path forward. We're going to dive into clarity. Where are the conflicts? And we want to identify and release. All right. With that being said, I'm going to throw a happy Tuesday up here over on Facebook. Take this moment, tag a friend, tag a family member, let them know Spiritual Success TV is live, and we're going to dive right in. Happy Tuesday. All right, there we go. All right, lovelies, let's go ahead and activate the success mind. We're going to go ahead and sit with our feet flat, back straight, hand on heart, and take a good healing deep breath in and exhale. And relax. All the way from the crown of the head, soles of the feet relax. Next deep breath in. Let's turn the focus inward, God, to the rich inner life, the kingdom within. Infinite power and authority, answers to questions, solutions for challenges. Everything is within. One more for the power of 3 as we open up to receive. Deep breath in. Exhale. All right, lovelies, we are here. Let's dive deep into clarity. We started talking about that yesterday as we are in the series of convergence, where we're allowing all the work we've done in January and February to converge, the inner and outer work, so that we meet at a focal point, so that at the end of this quarter, which is the end of this month, we will have had a successful first quarter in this Gregorian New Year, all right? So with that being said, beloved, let's look at today. I want to jump right in. I'm not going to go back over any of these notes from yesterday. You can watch the replay. But today, I want to zero in on clarity being the rule. Clarity is the rule. It is the most vital thing. The clearer you can become about who you are. Hey, Jewel, thanks for joining us live. The clearer you can become about who you are and what you are here to be, the easier things are going to become. That is the whole focus and purpose of why we are here. Remember, we are operating with the energy of the number 9 this year, which is all about from finality, conclusion, closing chapters. Hey, Reese, thanks for joining us live. That's the energy. We want to always keep everything focused. Bring it back. Keep coming back. Return, reset. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. And then we're going to learn how to become more comfortable in our body and in our emotions about who we are and what we're here to represent, what we're here to do. So when we talk about clarity, we're talking about being able to see with divine insight, because we're always tapping into the God self, tapping into the higher self, the Holy Spirit, the heart, whatever language works. All right, so we're there. We all know that this is the key. It's about the inward, the inner. All right, so when we look at what we're doing, we started talking yesterday about clarity, about divine alignment. What are you aligning with? And that's what we're diving into. So when we start looking at aligning ourselves with the clearest and best version of ourselves, it's going to be good. I ended yesterday talking about how my baby daughter, how she's on a completely different timeline, and how that is just so important for you to get your timeline. It doesn't matter what people say. There's a difference between creating your reality, being on a timeline that is an alignment and agreement with the best part of you. There's a difference between that than just being in isolation. Isolation, being cut off from everybody. Hey, Andrea, thanks for joining us live. Right? Being cut off. There's a difference between being on your own timeline, creating your reality and being isolated. There is a time for isolation, but if you live your life in isolation all the time, that's not healthy. That's cutting off your opportunities. So when we think about clarity and getting clear about your identity, your spiritual identity, or your original identity, you cannot land there until you learn how to tap into your God self. Until you can see the God in you, your God self, I call it, right? Until you can see that and know that you are the I am in this 3D physical realm. Because remember, in this 3D realm that we have been given dominion and authority over everything in this 3D realm, I am just like God in this realm. So right now, I just want to release, and in the vernacular of the old deliverance ministry, right? We're going to just break up the power and the influence of you being separate from God, not being good enough. We come to break that up. So what we want to take our time and look at today is clarity, right? Number one, you have to start seeing the best version of yourself. Okay, you can see that. Okay, y'all saying, okay, Dr. E, I can see. I can see the best version of myself. I can see where I want to go. I can clearly see what I want to do. And if you're still kind of foggy and can't see, let's connect, let's talk. Let me help you with that. All right, so you can see it. Now, the next thing that is just as important, if not more important, is you have to see where the conflict is. Meaning, what are the thoughts, the emotions, the beliefs that's in conflict with that version that you see? In other words, when you look at your daily habits, your routines, the way you speak, the way you act, the way you feel, the way you believe, what limiting beliefs or behavior is in contradiction to what you see? What behavior is going to block you and cut you off from being that version? We want to identify. Now, we're not going to stay there long, but we must identify it, because what happens is that there's a misalignment, an incongruency, because you see and you desire a certain thing, but everything you think, feel, believe, all your habits is contrary. It's in conflict. It's in direct conflict. And we cannot operate like that, right? So what ends up happening, beloved, is that you don't manifest what it is you say you desire. You end up manifesting who you believe you are. That's important. You have to write that down, right? So we say, I want to just frame this for a moment so we can start the reframing. You say things like, okay, I'm the best this, or I'm going to have this, or I'm the first millionaire in my family. All of those are good things. But remember my saying, name it and claim it doesn't work when you don't have an inner foundation in place. Beloved, it's all about what's going on in here. This is why we must land here and be okay. It's all about this. What are the conflicts? Where are they? Is it the way you think, the way you feel, what you believe? All of the above, which is good. So we have to start looking at your self-concept and really taking some time to sit there. I'm doing that myself. I'm doing it again, because what we're always moving, we're always evolving. So we take another look at what the self-concept is, and we're going to dive deep into that. But for today, I really want you looking at what are the limiting beliefs or behaviors that's in direct conflict. Because you could say, I'm the first millionaire in the family, or I'm a multi-millionaire. And you know, we love throwing words around. We love using the popular cliche of the day, but none of that will matter if we can't get the results. So now we're off the millionaire train, we're on the billionaire train. But in SSL, you'll remember this road, right? In SSL, we break that thing all the way down and get real. We get real about what we are representing financially in this 3D realm. So it's good to have the vision and the clarity. Okay, I'm a millionaire, multi-millionaire. But when we look at it, how about you become a hundredaire first? Meaning that you always have anywhere between $10, right, and $99. 200, 300, all the way up to 900. How about we start manifesting that where you're a hundredaire, right? Now, by default, if you have income, if you work a job and you have a salary, you're a hundredaire because you're at least bringing in hundreds of dollars. You might even be a thousandaire. But let's just look at this hundredaire first, right? Because we don't want to look at being a hundredaire, and these are my language. This is my language. You don't want to be a hundredaire. We're not talking about what goes out. We're talking about what you're able to keep, what you're able to accumulate, what you're able to invest, what you're able to multiply. How about can y'all talk back to me and say, Dr. E, that's real. I need to be a hundredaire. And this is for awareness. This is not to jab. This is not to make you feel bad, not to talk down to you, because all of us have been in a place where we were a hundredaire. And we're talking about what you have left over, what you get to keep. So that's anywhere from $10 all the way up to $999. What do you get to keep every month? And so that breaks us into a whole new dimension of what we do with finance, what we do with cash. Yes, Jewel, hey, that's good. Yes, that brings us into a whole nother category that we're working with in mastery this year about how we're handling finances, currency, right? A hundredaire. What are you getting to keep? We have to come out of this survival mode that many of us have been locked in for years, where you know the statistics, and it's just real based on all the chaos and craziness going on in 3D. Many people are one paycheck away, one Social Security payment away from bankruptcy. This is real, beloved. But we could say out of our mouths that I have more than enough, or that I believe God wants me to be wealthy, or I'm a multi-millionaire, but everything and how we live and how we think and how we believe is in direct conflict with that. And remember, our life is reflecting back to us what we're thinking, feeling, and believing. So if our life is continually reflecting struggle and survival, that's because that's what's in us. That's what we believe. There's something that is limiting in our self-worth and our self-concept, and we're here to heal that. Can you talk back to me and say, I'm ready for healing, I'm ready for transformation, I'm not playing this time around? Come on, talk back to me. I'm not playing this time around. Because if Sharon can do it, I can do it. If Leslie can do it, I can do it. If John can do it, Jim can do it. Right? Because it's an equal employment opportunity. We all have that. Yes, 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 yes. Me too, Jewel. I'm ready for healing. Yes. Let's do this, y'all, because there's no shame in this game. We're being honest with ourselves. No one is judging us. We're going to do this. Where's the conflict? So before we, go ahead and set the goal. I'm a multi-millionaire. Tomorrow I'll look it up again and break it down. You can look it up yourself. The big difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is a big, huge leap of difference. So let's become a hundredaire. And when you got that down pat, then become a thousandaire. And that's from 1,000 all the way up to 999,000. But first you become a thousandaire, a decathousanaire, where you have tens of thousands. Then you become 100,000aires, where you're in the six-figure range, the multiple six. Do you see what I'm saying, beloved? The only thing between you and that is what we think, feel, and believe about what we are worthy of, what we can have. Yes, steps. And at least let's, because once you start and you get in the vortex, and this is where we want to go this year, we want to get in the vortex, things can happen, quickly. You can go from being a thousandaire to a decathousanaire. We're talking about monthly, not even annually, right? So it's the progression. I started this week talking about this whole convergence is about positive progression. Can you put that in your notes? Positive progression. Right there by steps, Jewel. In parentheses, put positive progression. Because we want to have positive progression and not negative regression. And that is what happens when we go and fall into these cycles. We end up in negative regression, where we're going backward and not forward. We're becoming less instead of greater, decrease instead of increase. We want positive progression, and it's going to take intentional focus. It's going to take saying, you know what? I'm going to mind my business this year. I'm going to mind my business. I'm going to do what I'm sent here to do. And I'm going to mind my business this year, right? And I'm going to do this. So where is the conflict, beloved? Where are we missing it? You're saying one thing, but everything in your actions, your thoughts, and your beliefs, there's something different being said. And we want everything to line up. So what did I say yesterday? It's going to take you getting quiet. Just being quiet. Being quiet, coming into stillness and doing the sacred work. So how do you do the sacred work? You have to take the time. Where is the limiting belief? It's worth it. And like I said, we're not going to stay there because this is not to feel bad. This is not to dig up anything that's going to hurt you. We want to become aware. We just want to become consciously aware. All right, I have to tell the truth. I say I want to be wealthy, I want to be rich, or I want to be this big, whatever. I want to, have star power. I believe I have star power, but everything you do, you shrink, you hide. You don't believe you're actually good enough. And I want to land here. You don't actually believe that you're good enough or you're worthy enough for things to work out for you. Can you breathe that in? I come to release you from always having faith in the other shoe dropping, it blowing up, it not working. Come on, I come to release you from that today. I want you to start expecting new mercy, right? Who said that yesterday? Reese, yes? New mercy every day, new grace every day, new angelic help every day, and expecting things to work out. Even in my life, when we have challenges, there are days where most of the day I'm redirecting myself, I'm resetting, I'm re-returning, because the natural order of the ego mind is to pull your attention into what appears is not working, what appears is you're lacking. And there are some days that I have to reset. I have to re-return. I have to keep pulling myself back because everything wants me to look at, yeah, but you know you have to take care. But you know this is, and I have to pull everything back to all is well. There's only abundance. And we're going to do more of that. So where is the conflict? That is your assignment. Where is the conflict, beloved? What is not lining up? What's not in alignment? What's not in agreement with what you say? Because we want to get to what you say and what you believe to be the same, all right? We're sowing seed, first week, a brand new month. Let's sow a $39 seed. If that's too low, do a $93 seed. We want to sow into convergence. We don't want to keep doing inner work and not take outer steps to bring everything together to get a manifestation. Some of y'all need a reset, even right now. You need a reset on a deeper level. Sow a seed into convergence. If you feel to do threes, if you feel to do all nines, do that. All right? But let's sow seed. Let's be a blessing. It's just going to help me continue to do what I need to do. And there's some new things that I need to do to make all of this run just a little bit better. All right. So, all right, lovelies, I'm going to release you. Have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your day. I'll be right back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern. I apologize. I was a few minutes behind today. I love you guys so much. Share this on your timeline. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a like and leave a comment, especially if you're watching on YouTube. When this is done, go back to the comment section and comment on something you heard. All of that helps the algorithm, and they will push this out so more people get to enjoy this blessing. All right, y'all. Bye for now.